Joke, no joke. Yeah. It's joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Jigga, joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Niggas joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Yeah. It's joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Jigga, joke, no joke. Joke, no joke. Niggas joke, no joke.
Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Make sure y'all get that Hip Hop Nucleus. The Tunnel documentary is out right now. The Tunnel documentary is out right now on Tubi, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Stash Movies on YouTube, Cluster. Make sure y'all get that. Let me just give you a little preview about what it was like going inside, trying to get inside the tunnel. All right? Just a little sneak preview for those who ain't get to see it. All right?
By the time you get, in the club, you might be down 100 already.
I don't know, just to get in, it seemed like you had to be thorough. Make sure you cut that line, get to the front.
Me and Jim used to always run up to the front of the door and just Debo our way through.
Fuck a line, fuck 11th Avenue with the bike racks and nothing. We came down 28th Street, around the back to the West Side Highway, right in it. Paul, you, over here, nigga.
The guys lined up along 27th Street, and the guys' line was always the longest line, and it was like hours before they got to the front door, and the ladies lined up along the West Side Highway.
So if you came with your boys and you came with girls, it's no telling everybody got in or not. You know what I'm saying? And remember back then, everybody ain't had cell phones.
We outside the tunnel, and we about to go inside in like 5 seconds, you know what I'm saying?
You started from 11th Avenue.
That was a security check.
ID, please. Then you had to get online.
The gates was actually the first ID check.
ID.
Got down to the middle of the block, was another security check.
And then you had to get to the door.
Was another ID check.
ID.
And then you had to get to the stairs.
ID.
It was various channels to get into the door.
And you'd have to walk upstairs into the club and be searched.
At one point, it was all one search area, male and females in one area. And eventually they decided, well, let's just cut that up and put the girls in one side and the guys in another.
The search procedures was no other.
We did actually search you very tightly.
Them searches was the worst searches ever.
The search was sheer disrespect.
They was doing in the tunnel what the airport security does now.
Search at the tunnel was like Rikers Island search.
Rikers Island.
It was like going into the penile and penitentiary, yo. You had to check in at the door, you get frisked down, get your clothes to go in, and you stepping in with a whole bunch of motherfuckers you ain't never seen before and shit. So you gotta get your corner, and you gotta get your back turned to the shit, so if it pop down, you ready to get it in, because you feel like you in a motherfucking yard with a big-ass system playing.
So the minute they walked in there, you had Big Rob saying, we're gonna search you down, we find any type of weapon, we're gonna kick your ass and dump you in the dumpster.
Took their jackets off, kicked off their boots, sometimes even the socks.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth, was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search and shit. Cause niggas back then, they was spitting razors and shit. So they be like, open your mouth.
Grab the boots, bang them, bang, hit them on the ground just like they do on the island. Make sure they ain't got no knives and razors up in there. If you got dreads, you gotta shake out your dreads. They check you, check the soles of your feet, give you a nut check under your collar.
They did everything but made you squat.
It really reminded me when I used to go to the island to see my loved ones.
And I don't care how well you hid your contraband, they will find it.
We used to catch all sorts of stuff coming up through that search area, man. Guns, knives, dope, coke.
Motherfucking bouncers used to be trying to find any and everything. Not to include everything they were trying to put in their pocket on the side. You know, them type of niggas that go search you, find 20, you know what I'm saying, find something dirty, tell you, yo, my nigga, you gotta fix me up. And let you go in with it regardless. You feel me? You know how that go. You can always pay for the tunnel security.
I had a searcher, I won't say his name, he'll know once he sees this video. And he would have a box in the middle of the search area. So all the weed that was confiscated was to go into that box. So during the course of the night, I would walk by and talk about weed. My God, we're talking about a box half full of weed. Now the cops have a habit of walking in the building all the time and say, Sterling, man, this place smells like weed. I said, that's impossible. No one even smokes inside here. No, it smells like unsmoked weed. Like you got a plantation of weed in here. Not knowing that this mook got a box full of weed right over there. I'm walking the cops right by it. Well, I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing, bro? When I found out, I fired him. dude, they go, that's not, I'm not even say something, that's not me, I'm not telling them to put it in there. They put it in there. I said, where does it go at the end of the night? Where does it go?
I used to get everybody's weed. They would put it on the table right there, me and the homies. I never had to bring weed to the club. To be honest with you, so yeah, shout out to Tunnel Security.
So we're searching, I'm searching the kid, search his boots or whatever he had on, sneakers. I search his body, I said, okay, I gotta go through your bag. So he goes, okay, he opens up his bag, and when I did this, the other guys that were behind the magnometers, they were all like this, like, they all just sort of leaned forward like yo, what's up? In there was money. We're not talking about one stack of money, we're talking about stacks. And he had to have, what I thought back then might have been 30,000, was probably closer to 60. That's a guess. It was all in there in cash. I said, look, I gotta stick my hand, I realized what was up, and I had to stick my hand in there and search around, make sure it was nothing but fucking cash. And they had the skinniest kid wearing the bag like in the front, like in the front of him. Now again, I'm not robbing nobody, it's not my thing. But I'll tell you what, considering all the security there was 99% black, I wish that one day in my whole life I was black. Because if I had the opportunity, and not because I want to be black, but because then he wouldn't have noticed me choking him out from behind. I'd have had somebody start a riot and choke the kid. He'd have disappeared into the crowd with me, the bag would have been gone, and I'd have showed up next Sunday like all was good.
It was the regular person search, which was like a full body prison cavity search. And then it was like the celebrity search, which was a high five, a pound, go ahead.
Funny story about that, me and Redman, we worked out together in the same Fifth Avenue gym. So I'm like, Reggie. He came in with meth and the whole Wu-Tang posse one night. And, I'm like, and Sterling was standing like right next to me, like over there, he could hear. And I'm like, what's good, Reggie? And I gave him a pound, let him slide by. Method Man stepped up to me and I went to search him. He's like, and he was like mad loud, yo, you ain't searched Reggie. And I'm like, shut up, man. I'm like, and I don't front like, like I know who you are, but I don't know you like that. I know him like that, but I don't know you like that. So I flipped open his jacket, he had mad Dutches in there, and I'm like, yo, hold that down. And he was like, oh yeah, he thought I was the coolest person that night.
New York has always been notorious for that. Like, you from Edenwald, there's a nigga that works the door, you good. You can come in with a fucking Uzi and niggas wouldn't say nothing to you. But if you wasn't from, and if that nigga was doing the door and you wasn't from Edenwald, he about to take off your shoes, take off your socks, pull your pants down, pull your shirt up.
There was girls that I said, I can't search her. She peed on herself. She was like, it was cold outside. I said, you still coming in? And we were like, no, you gotta go home. And she didn't. She went right inside. She went into the water and she put it in the dryer and she kept on partying.
The girls used to have to come in. They used to have to remove their shoes.
I mean, they wanted to go through your purse and everything or whatever, but I just really didn't like take up my shoes. That was the thing that I just really didn't like.
They said we searched them worse than going to Rikers. They didn't have to have that much cavity searching.
When we searched, we had to put our hand because you could tell the difference. When they're walking, they will roll up whatever they had to roll up and put it in their pads. So there were incidents and times that they'd give knives and stuff to their partners that are waiting inside. So we will let them know that before we were going to search, that if they don't feel comfortable with it, that they could go ahead and leave. And they were like, go ahead. But there's one particular female, they pulled it out and it was time in the camera.
Which is crazy, like they check everything, but you still get it through.
The entry to the tunnel was worse than entering the courtroom, only for the fact of a safety purpose. But you knew that once you gained access into that building, there's a glorifiable night that you would never forget.
Choke no joke. The hip hop nucleus is out right now. The Tunnel documentary on the legendary Tunnel nightclub in New York City, where all the greats was made. All right. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? Let me go live on Instagram too. Choke No Joke. I'm live on YouTube. Live on Instagram. What's good? What's good? We in the building. Y'all know what it is. All right. So once again, y'all, the Tunnel documentary is out now. For all y'all that keep seeing the clip on my Instagram. So, yo, where can I find this documentary? It's written all over the clip you're looking at. But those who can't read, it's on Tubi, Stash Movies on YouTube. Just type in the Tunnel documentary, Choke No Joke, or the Hip Hop Nucleus, Choke No Joke. All right. Amazon Prime. You got it on Apple TV. And to all those who are supported me already and already watched it, streamed it, bought it, got it when it was on iTunes. I appreciate all y'all support. They coming in the building. I see they coming in. Can y'all please hit the like when y'all come in so our friends could be notified and join us. Now, this episode, I made it a subscribers only show. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, here's where you can like right now and subscribe. Because in you got 7 minutes to subscribe, or you won't be able to be in the chat over here for this show. And I'm sorry I had to put make it a subscribers only, but I had to make it special for those that rock with me. No offense to any of the new people, but I don't want to have too much of the peanut gallery in here. So, if you subscribe, then you're welcome to join in the conversation. All right. That's not a regular thing here, but I'm doing that tonight because this is going to be a special one. All right. Shout out everybody that been donating. Those that gave the super chats earlier. Much love. Appreciate you. All right. Shout out to my man Paul, always looking out. So I'm gonna do the shout outs for everybody that's in the building, but this is gonna be a long show. So my moderator, his squad, thanks for the support. All right, my membership gang, the original Choke No Jokes, thanks for tuning in. Much love to you. All right. And the usual suspects, y'all know who y'all are. Where do I begin? Hold on a second. Instagram. Let me grab my notes. Hold on. Thank you for your patience, Instagram. Got a new member, Sean Wiggity. Sean West in the building. Just became a member. Thank you very much for the love, Sean Wiggity, Sean West. As you know and I know is the best side. All right. Oh. Sean Wiggity throwing off my train of thought. Okay. I had to take some notes for this one because I didn't want to just go straight off the head, but even though a lot of this is, but I'll be able to stay on track. So, where do I start? Now, there's a lot of speculation around this Diddy case, right? Did he do it? Did who's lying? This, that, and other, right? So, I'm one that believes that if something happens that is you feel like you're a victim of, that I'm a firm believer that you should take action right then, right? But and you heard me express that, right? Like, Cassie been there for 10 years. She should have said something. She benefited off of it. And I still believe that. I still believe that she partaked in a lot of it at some point. I believe that she could have left when she wanted to. And then I believe that she could have got knee deep into it. And to the point where she saw the fear and then, or didn't know how to get out of it due to the abuse, allegedly, right? So over the days, it's like a lot of lawsuits come out. It's like Cassie came out with the lawsuit, then it was the Little Rod, and then the porn star chick, and now it's a few more people, right? The dude in jail, so now they got total. We looking at probably another 200 people that's getting ready to file civil suits, which some of these people will probably make it to the grand jury. Same way with R. Kelly. Now, what I want to do tonight is really enlighten y'all on what we hear about. To me, I believe is true when they say that these artists sell their soul or they worship the devil, Lucifer, Satan, whoever it is, the Baphomet, right? I do believe that when they say that they got secret societies within the culture, right? I do believe that. Due to the fact of symbolism, colors, circles of people, right? So I believe all this exists, right? Some of it I have seen with my own eyes. And I've been intelligent enough to research, down all the way to whether it's Freemasonry, occultic cults, Skull and Bones, or watch a movie like The Good Shepherd. Like I've been down a lot of rabbit holes to know that A lot of this stuff ain't just urban legends or folk tales. A lot of this stuff is real. And if you think that there's no evil out here, there's no devil, there's no Lucifer, there's no Satan, or there's no evil energy that like a lot of these people worship, or like you may worship Jesus Christ, or some of y'all may worship Allah. Don't think that it aren't people that worship dark entities and play with black magic. You know, whether it's something as small as down in Louisiana to beyond, from there on, you know what I'm saying? Ouija boards, whatever it is, right? Dark black magic is not black as in black people, but dark. You know what I'm saying? Is all types of stuff when it comes to that, right? We know that they have a church of Satan, right? Right. So we know that these type of things exist, right? Now, the thing that grabbed me more recently was when this press conference yesterday, and one of the lawyer that was talking in the press conference, he was talking about one of the victims, and how one of the victims was like she was passed out, she couldn't remember nothing, and then he said she had horse tranquilizers in her system, right? And that brought me back because there was a girl that I was working with, right? I want to say maybe around like between like 2009, 10, 11, somewhere in around in that area, right? Matter of fact, I could tell you. Let me see when this movie came out. Yeah, in 2009, right? So I meet this girl through an industry friend, I would say. Now I need y'all to bear with me because y'all know me. I normally will just straight out say names, right? But due to the fact of the climate of what's going on, Brandon Cow's son just became a member. Good looking. Appreciate the love. Stick around. Don't go nowhere. All right. I don't want to lose a train of thought, but I want to greet you. All right. And I will lose my train of thought. Right. Damn. Where was I? So I don't want to say names, right? I may say a few names. I'm not sure yet. But due to what's going on right now, I don't want to say names because it can really start some serious ish, right? So I'm not going to say names for now, just for now. but I may, right? So I meet this girl, right? Or woman, because we had a mutual friend, right? In the business, right? And she wanted me to help her because at the time I was managing quite a few people. I was managing Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives. I was managing Kai, Lisa Ray daughter. Who else? I managed Yayo. I managed Trick Trick. Right. So it was other people too, but so she wanted me to like work with her on that level because she was in the movie and she wanted to get more work. Now why all this is relevant, right, is because when that lawyer said horse tranquilizers, right, was in the girl system, right? Now, this same thing happened to this girl that I was working with. Something happened to her, and she had horse tranquilizers in her system, right? So that's why when like I'm looking at the press conference and when he said that and how he described the girl couldn't remember nothing, but when they did the blood test or whatever, however he said it brought me back to her, right? So now I'm sitting here like, whoa. And the ill thing is she didn't have an encounter with Diddy, but it's all the same. It feels like when they say that Diddy was trained, right? It was a learned, not trained, it was a learned behavior, right? Is how some people are describing it, right? So let me explain to y'all. This is all real, right? And I'm not gonna say certain names just for certain reasons for now, just to protect people, not protect guilty people, but protect people that this will affect them immediately right now because of the climate of what's going on. Certain people, like I said, I will say, right? I may say, right? So, or like I might blind my eye to it. Right. So let me now I just want y'all to remember that the lawyer just said that one of the girl had horse tranquilizers, right? And her sister was drugged with her horse tranquilizer. And I'm telling y'all that my friend, the girl that I was working with, she was the same thing happened to her, right? But like I said, it wasn't with Puff, but it's the same type of thing, but hers is much deeper. And I'm gonna tell y'all, right, how this whole thing ties back down to her, right? So it's like if you know the reason why I'm telling this story because of the horse tranquilizer. But let me show you how she got the horse tranquilizer, right? So it starts with me meeting her, right? And us having a mutual friend in the business, right? Her and this mutual friend was up for a role in the movie, right? Now, I'm going to say the movie, right? But I'm not going to tell you that the roles they played, all right? But the reason I'm telling you the movie is so you can understand the connection, right? So they up for the role in the movie Notorious, right? Now, the reason Notorious is relevant to the situation is because of Diddy, right? That's just the only connection between this story is that this girl was in the movie Notorious, right? So for her, now this is what she's telling me, right? I'm going to say alleged, right? Because I have to protect myself legally, right? But trust and believe, I believe everything that she said, right? Especially now, right? And this is why I said, you'll see at the end of this why I say I kind of don't want to shame people for not like shame Cassie for not coming out immediately, right? You'll see why afterwards, right? Because Shua Jerome, good looking, appreciate it, right? Thanks for joining. You'll see at the end of this why I say I understand, why some people do wait be out of fear, right? I would say out of fear, right? So they up for her and a friend is up for roles in Notorious, right? That's not no alleged because they did get in the film. They in the film, right? Now this is what she told me, right? And this is where I tell y'all about there's the two doors, right? There's the two doors, right? One is the homosexual door, right? Sell your soul that way. And then the other door is the satanic or Illuminati or Baphomet or Lucifer, whatever you choose to call it, all right? But they both demonic, right? So you just pick your poison, so to speak, right? So now she told me that for her to get the role, right? Allegedly, but she got the role, right? But I'm gonna say allegedly because this is going to put one of the people out there, right? So for her to get the role, she had to have a threesome with the director, allegedly, right? Her and her girlfriend, right? Now, her and her girlfriend, right? That's same sex, right? In a threesome with the director, right? Allegedly, right? So this is what she told me. For them to get that role, they had to do that. And she told me she did it, right? For the other friend, right? The director had to sleep with them too. But however, that person was the same sex as the director. Right. So this is the equivalent or the great analogy of the two doors, right? Now, or selling your soul, right? Because clearly they all could have said no, right? Taekwon, good looking. Thanks for the cash app. Appreciate you. Much love. Now they all could have said no, right? Now, this is how this is how bad some people want it, right? And for me, that can never be part of a negotiation, even if it was a woman. Like if I can't do it, you can't get it based on my talent. Like I don't want I gotta sleep with you. Even like I said, even if it's a woman, like I gotta sleep with you to get the role. I'm not gonna feel like I earned it, technically, right? That's just me. But somebody else might be like, that's all I gotta do. Right? So let me move forward, right? So, like I said, they do it, right? Allegedly, right? And like I said, they both got good roles in the movie, right? So that's just the first part of getting in and getting in the circle, right? Because now you on the big screen, right? So this is when, now that the movie's out, now this is when she's coming to me, to help manage and market and give her publicity so she could get more roles, right? She tells me that she went one step further because she felt like, at the time she had a independent project, right? She had a book that she wrote, right? And she was doing all this independent by herself. You know what I'm saying? So, and she had a good story. So she been running around shopping herself with her book, her independent project, right? And the fact that she just is in this big movie, right? One of the moguls in the industry, and it ain't Puff, right? I would say he's a one step above Puff in generations of hip hop, right? Let me turn the comments off where I can't see it in case y'all start guessing this shit. I don't want y'all to throw me off where I see the comment, y'all start guessing who, right? So she come clean to me and she tells me that she sold her soul or she's joined the cult in the industry, right? So I'm asking her, like, well, what does that look like? And she told me, so this was their plan, right? She had a story, a ghetto rags the riches story. She came from, her parents came from the church, right? She was a church baby, came up or whatever through the church and heavy. Then through life became, trying to be an actress or whatever. And then, other little things. And then, like I said, did a project, wrote a book, boom, boom, boom. Then got in the movie. So her little project was popping independently. So she's like, yo, the mogul was like, yo, you come get with this, whatever it is, the code, whatever it is, and we're gonna make you a star. You got the story, so it's easy for us to make your rag the riches. It's kind of like, I hate to throw her under the bus with this as a person that would eventually sell their soul and come from, and Cardi B, right? Remember Cardi used to always be like, Illuminati, fuck, why did that Illuminati? You don't hear that no more, right? Right? But you can look at Cardi and say, nah, man, ain't no Illuminati, man. Man, I seen her come from the beginning. I remember when she was on Love and Hip Hop with no teeth. Her teeth was jacked up. Man, now that girl, she was in the strip club. Man, ain't no Illuminati, man. That girl, why everybody got that get all these riches and get millions, this, that, and why they gotta be Illuminati? They don't understand. Right? If you got a good enough story, them niggas will put the cut on you, so to speak. You know what I mean, papi? If you got some good perico, they gonna put the cut on you. They gonna package you up. They gonna make you nice. You sell your soul to them, and they make you a big star, man. Like Jay-Z, right? Beyonce, right? The big, big, big stars, right? So, allegedly, right? So, they told her, yo, we're gonna repackage your stuff, your project, we're gonna put it out. We're gonna make you a rapper, right? This is everything I'm telling you is no cap, right? This is what they telling me, right? We're gonna make you a rapper. And she wasn't even a rapper, but they was gonna make her a rapper. They was gonna get somebody to write for her and everything, right? So she agrees to go through with this, right? I'm trying to think in what sequence it went. Once she agreed to go through with it, right? Now, for many of us, we can't fathom that any of our favorite celebrities, even though you see them get on the stage, say, I want to give praise to God. They don't say what God, they don't say Jesus Christ. They just say God, right? One of the incidents, there's several things. I gotta jump around. All right. Once she accepted that she was going to be in, she got in a circle and was hanging out with A-list celebrities, right? Rappers, actresses, and she told me some of the, like she had a threesome with the entanglement people, right? And she also told me how she had a threesome with the entanglement, one of the entanglements, and another Hollywood actress, right? And that just goes to show the homosexuality side of it, right? That she, you know, I don't know if it was initiation. I don't know if she was already into women or whatever, but she had a threesome with her and two Hollywood actresses, right? One of those Hollywood actresses, one day, this is when let me come back to that, right? She got to frequent with a lot of Hollywood actors and got to be in the A-list crowd and running around or whatever, right? Now, it's two incidents that let me know that these things are real that happened to her, right? One was, I don't even know which one, how to line it up, right? All right. She was running around with the A-list actresses, right? And rappers, right? And now remember, I told you that she came from the church, right? And being that she came from the church, she was doing a lot of demonic stuff, right? So now there's the day where she decides that she don't want to do this no more spiritually because it's messing with her head spiritually. They are in somewhere in some tunnels, right? And they are praying to a statue, right? Humming and whatever seance, whatever they're doing, right? While she's there, she's breaking down because, you know, her parents are in the church and she's been in the church for so long. If you just came in, could you please hit the like? If you don't mind, if you just came in, please hit the like and let people get notified that I'm live. Please, if you don't mind, they don't send out my notifications. Please hit the like button. I appreciate you, right? Damn, where was that? So they got her in some, I don't know, some type of underground something, and they all praying to this statue. And the evil part of it, however, got spiritually, she couldn't take it, right? So while they had their eyes closed and they praying and humming to this statue in this cave or down in this tunnel shit or wherever that they in, she said while they had their heads down, she like snuck back, got up, and went out a door and just, you know, started running, trying to get out of there, right? Now, Where she was, she don't know, because they went and took her into some underground, garage shit, and then went into some shit. So she had no idea where she was at. Right? So she leaves the dumb, and she's running through this tunnel type thing, as she describes, and everybody in there got on hoods like monks, right? And she's going up to people asking them, yo, how to get out of here? How I get out of here? And nobody won't say nothing to her, right? So she running, trying doors. They hit a door, boom, come out. She's on the 101 on the side of the highway. Wherever tunnel she went through or whatever, in the door she hit, she came out. She was on the side of the highway, right? So the actress, she calling. Well, one of the actresses is calling, because they want to know where she at, because she don't went too far. She's seen too much. She know too much now, right? So she just ignoring their calls. Next incident after that, or first incident after that, she feel like she being followed, this, that, and the third, right? She chilling, she driving in LA, get to a light, a car come. She driving, she can pull up to a light, boom, car come, ram in the back of her, bam, right? She boosh. Says she looked up into the rear view mirror, seen two niggas jumping out the car in black, getting ready to run over, running up to her car. She just, boom, and the car was still working, took off, and just took off. She lost them or whatever, right? It don't stop there. Now, this is where it ties back to that press conference today, right? Now, when they was telling her that they was going make her the star, whatever, they set up with a rapper, right? Now, I know who the rapper is. I'm just not going to say his name, because the comment of what's going on right now. Right now, I'm not going to say it right now, right? So, allegedly, this rapper takes her to one of the moguls' houses, right? And this is why this sounds so familiar with the press conference, right? They go to the mogul house, right? While they're in the mogul house, the mogul got pictures of himself in women's bikinis, right? Hey, to each his own, right? She a little tipsy, like what the what the no, he didn't. So the rabbit like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, yo, you could get us killed. You can't be saying that in here. Like, chill out. She like that. Like, this nigga's an H to the yo, M to the Izzo. Why? Like, yo, right? So that night, she then got beside herself, right? Talking crazy. Which ain't really crazy, but you know, that's crazy for the people that, you know, you dealing with, right? So here's the most interesting part. And this is why I said I can't defend none of these dudes, right? And the reason I say I can't defend Diddy and all them, not that I was defending him, right? But I can't even second guess any of these people, right? Because of this conversation I'm telling y'all right now, right? So on everything I love, right? The girl wakes up at home. Don't know how she got home, right? All her fucking teeth knocked out her mouth. And she in her kitchen laying in a pool of blood and vomit, piss, right? On her floor in the kitchen. Don't know how she got there, right? I tell you, they knocked all her goddamn teeth out, bro. Right? She don't know how she got home. All she knows is she came to and went and grabbed the phone, called 911, and the ambulance came, right? Had she not come to, she would have died. Overdose, right? But she came to, right? When she go to the hospital and they do blood work on her, this girl don't even get high, right? She got meth in her system, cocaine in her system, and horse tranquilizers. When I heard the horse tranquilizers today, and the memory loss, and she didn't remember how she got home, and they just left her in her house with that. I tell you, they knocked, like, this is goddamn 10 years ago when she had the camera on teeth. She had to get the camera on. You know what I'm saying? Or the Norries, whatever you want to call them. Actually, it's 14 years ago. So after that, she been hiding, and then she left the industry and moved. And now, when I look back into it, and I say, like, I would never have think that dudes do that, right? Because I did not come up around the type of men that had to drug women just to sleep with them. I don't like that. That has never been our culture where we from. We probably be the niggas to beat your ass for doing that to somebody or doing that to somebody's sister, right? That's not our culture. I'm too handsome for that shit. But all jokes aside, hearing this now, and knowing this story, I seen somebody I know that tried to sell their soul into the devil or Lucifer, Satan, the Baphomet, whatever it is, right? I seen somebody that tried to do that and tried to pull out once they got knee deep into it and almost lost their life. I seen that same person be promised all this stuff for joining this thing and then wind up drugged, almost overdosed off of some they don't even consume. And they was at the house of one of these goddamn moguls. So it ain't no secret to me that there's a certain clique or cult that's evil within amongst us in our industry. And there's also a chapter or element of that where is homosexuality is a part of it for men and women, right? But I'm telling you, like when I heard that, this girl had no reason to make up that shit, and that ain't no reason she need to get up goddamn all her teeth done over. And it's all just a it's all just a collective of people to control our minds through idol shit, idolizing people. That's why you see right now, everybody that's in that coat is telling you to vote for Kamala. Everybody that she's going to sit down with, that's all of them. You see what the Democrats stand for, right? And that's where you got all the, like, yo, man, I'm telling you, this Diddy case is going to open everything that I've been telling y'all over the years. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. It's going to happen within his case. I'm telling you. So many people are going to come forth, and it's going to look like a bunch of them is lying. But I'm sitting here thinking of just the one person I know. That's 2010, and they didn't go to the police because they was that scared. The motherfuckers tried to kill this motherfucker. Because they saw too much. And this is a woman. So think about dudes like Shakir Stewart. who's supposed to committed suicide. Even that Kathy White thing. Claudia Jordan, she trying to retract that what she said, but I ain't gonna forget her saying that these men are dangerous. You got people having false. Hold on, what she said? Let me see if I can pull it up. This is it right here. Hold on. I can't find it right now. I got the show, but it. Oh wait, here you go. One 46. Here you go, right here, y'all. Instagram, this is over. I'll come back on in a minute. Now, right here, you're gonna hear her say, I can't remember verbatim, but she's gonna insinuate that these mogul dudes is dangerous. And she's gonna insinuate somehow how she don't believe like Kathy White died of an aneurysm. Happened to Kim Porter. Kim Porter allegedly supposed to have died from pneumonia, right? So why would Kimora be stupid to speak on something if she don't want pneumonia. Don't make sense, right? She's insinuating that Kim was killed too, right? So continue listening to what she's saying.
You know, that was one of her best friends, and I think she definitely wants justice for Kim Porter. And and Lady T, and I agree with this, Kimora is not that stupid. She saw what happened to Kim Porter. You know, that was one of her best friends, and I think she definitely wants justice for Kim Porter. And I think she would be definitely here for the empire coming tumbling down. Not that that's an Usher thing or a Russell Simmons thing, but she definitely knows a lot. And I see people like always kind of pressing certain women that they know may know some stuff. We see it all the time here. Say something, asking about things that, if y'all heard the rumors already about people disappearing and how some people's deaths are need to be under investigation, should we be so pushy for them to come out and tell us what we that could probably endanger their lives? Like, there's a lot of secrets that these guys do not want out, and there's a lot of powerful men that could actually make things happen. Cassie told us all about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think some people give us they put a little breadcrumb out there and give us as much as they can tell us. And it's up to us to kind of connect the dots. But she knows that she can't say so much. She doesn't say but so much.
Okay. Now, do y'all hear what she's saying? Right? She's saying that these guys don't want certain things to come out. Now, she's referring to Cassie's situation with Diddy. She said some people go missing. I don't know who she's referring to. You get what I'm saying? I just pay attention to where she go and listen to everything that she says. Watch.
Women that they know may know some stuff. We see it all the time here, or Russell Simmons thing, but for Kim Porter, and I think she would be definitely here for the empire coming tumbling down. Not that that's an Usher thing or a Russell Simmons thing, but she definitely knows a lot. And I see people like always kind of pressing certain women that they know may know some stuff. We see it all the time here. Say something, asking about things that, if y'all heard the rumors already about people disappearing and how some people's deaths are need to be under investigation, should we be so pushy for them to come out and tell us what that could probably endanger their lives? Like, there's a lot of secrets that these guys do not want out, and there's a lot of powerful men that could actually make things happen. Cassie told us all about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think some people give us they put a little breadcrumb out there and give us as much as they can tell us. And it's up to us to kind of connect the dots. But she knows that she can't say so much. She doesn't say but so much. She got Diddy and Russell that she been kind of speaking on.
Now you heard she said people give us little breadcrumbs, and it's up to us to figure it out. Watch the breadcrumbs she gave about Jay-Z, allegedly, and Kathy White, allegedly. Listen.
Some people give us they put a little breadcrumb out there and give us as much as they can tell us. And it's up to us to kind of connect the dots. But she knows that she can't say so much. She doesn't say but so much. She got Diddy and Russell that she been kind of speaking on.
So when is a good time? So, like, if you think about it, when does a Kimora Lee speak out? Russell was 65, 69. Oh, does he have to die first? Or, how does that work? When do you think is a good time for her to say something? Or does she keep gaslighting?
In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to get 1 million views in your niche in the next 30 days.
I don't even know if it's gaslighting. I think she's dropping hints as much as she can.
Russell was 65, 69. Oh, does he have to die first? Or, how does that work? When do you think is a good time for her to say something? Or does she keep gaslighting?
I don't even know if it's gaslighting. I think she's dropping hints as much as she can. I think when other people come out and you feel safe, okay, for example, anyone that's been for real in the business and been around those people, been hearing about the Diddy T, a lot of that stuff was not new to us, right? We hadn't heard it, but no one wanted to be the first one to kick that door open. It takes a lot of bravery or stupidity, right? Or lots of backup. Once Kathy was brave enough to do that, look how many people came out afterwards.
You heard what she said? It takes a lot of bravery or stupidity or a lot of backup people behind you for you to come out and tell the truth, right? So you got to be stupid, meaning these niggas is going to kill you, or you got to be brave and not be afraid of these people, or you got to have the right type of backup, is what she said, right? Wait till she say it. It's coming. Wait for it. And this is why Nicki Minaj, she got the right type of backup. This is why she's not like all these other women that know what time it is and they ain't saying nothing. Why? Because she got a nut right on her goddamn hip.
Didn't hurt it, but no one wanted to be the first one to kick that door open. It takes a lot of bravery or stupidity, right? Or lots of backup. Once Kathy was brave enough to do that, look how many people came out afterwards. Those didn't just happen. Those are people that have been holding on to out of fear, but they said, okay, and there's safety in numbers. Let's all say something. I bet you if more people start coming out and saying these things, then you'll get more people feeling safe. Because if you're close to power like that, you've seen some things happen, y'all. People disappear, cars get blown up, people have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. And if you think it's all from natural causes, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not.
Now you heard what she said? People have aneurysms. She called herself. She like, people go into comas, people have aneurysm. She didn't want to say aneurysm because Kathy White had an aneurysm. If I pull it up right here, watch. Look. Her death was contributed to a brain aneurysm. She was 28 years old. Thank you, Courtney. Now check this. Listen to what she said. Now you see that Kathy died of a brain aneurysm, and she said, y'all think it's because of natural causes, but it's not. That's what she said. And now she's trying to backtrack what she said the other day. Bravery or stupidity or a lot of backup people behind you for you to come out and tell the truth, right? So you got to be stupid, meaning these niggas is going to kill you, or you got to be brave and not be afraid of these people, or you got to have the right type of backup, is what she said, right? Wait till she say it. It's coming. Wait for it.
Didn't hurt it, but no one want to be the first one to kick that door open. It takes a lot of bravery or stupidity, right? Or lots of backup. Once Kathy was brave enough to do that, look how many people came out afterwards. Those didn't just happen. Those are people that have been holding on to out of fear, but they said, okay, and there's safety in numbers. Let's all say something. I bet you if more people start coming out and saying these things, then, you know, you'll get more people feeling safe. Because if you're close to power like that, you've seen some things happen, y'all. People disappear, cars get blown up, people have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. And if you think it's all from natural causes, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? She said cars get blown up, people go missing, people go in comas, and started to say, and people have aneurysms. And then when she's saying aneurysms, she stopped herself. And she said, oh, y'all think that this is natural or these people dying for that? They not. She was getting ready to say aneurysms. She's talking about Kathy White. And then she goes right after that to say, y'all think these people died of natural causes? They did not. She's scared to tell the truth about Kathy White, her girlfriend. Now, if you didn't hear it, I'm going to play it back.
But she knows that she can't say so much. She doesn't say but so much. She got Diddy and Russell that she been kind of speaking on.
So when is a good time? So, like, if you think about it, when does a Kimora Lee speak out? Like, you know, Russell was 65, 69. Oh, like, does he have to die first? Or, like, how does that work? When do you think is a good time for her to say something? Or does she keep gaslighting?
I don't even know if it's gaslighting. I think she's dropping hints as much as she can. I think when other people come out and you feel safe, like, okay, for example, anyone that's been for real in the business and been around those people, been hearing about the Diddy tea, a lot of that stuff was not new to us, right? We hadn't heard it, but no one wanted to be the first one to kick that door open. It takes a lot of bravery or stupidity, right? Or lots of backup. Once Kathy was brave enough to do that, look how many people came out afterwards. Those didn't just happen. Those are people that have been holding on to out of fear, but they said, okay, and there's safety in numbers. Let's all say something. I bet you if more people start coming out and saying these things, then, you know, you'll get more people feeling safe. Because if you're close to power like that, you've seen some things happen, y'all. People disappear, cars get blown up, people have go into comas.
Who disappeared, y'all? The comas, I'll be sure. The car blowing up is Kid Cudi. The aneurysm is Kathy White. And she's saying ain't none of those happened by accident. Those was intentional actions, allegedly, right? And I'm using all this under fair use, all right? Just for, you know, for y'all to know. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses are used permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, personal use, tips, and balance in favor of fair use. And I'm using this under fair use to criticize and comment, as well as news reporting and research on the Diddy case. Right now, are we all on the same page? It ain't just me, right?
People get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. And if you think it's all from natural causes, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. Here, cars get blown up, people have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. Here, cars get blown up, people have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. Here, cars get blown up, people have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. Here, cars get blown up, people have go into comas.
You are right. When you said Jamie Foxx could be that other person. Jamie Foxx could be that other person that went into a coma that she's talking about, because she was close to Jamie too.
People get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff. Here, cars get blown up, people have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. People have go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. Get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. Get drugged, they have aneurysm, get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that 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 stuff get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. And if you think it's all from natural causes, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. Go into comas, people get drugged, they have aneurysm, all that stuff happens. And if you think it's all from natural causes, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not.
And I agree with her. I agree with her. And I know she got every right to be terrified to speak truth. You know what I'm saying? Because she want to move around. And she's been amongst these circles. But you heard it from her mouth. She just named a bunch of people and said, if we think that they died of natural causes or that shit was natural, she's letting us know it was not. People getting drugged. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. I know a lot of us cannot fathom or see that this could have been a thing, a movement, right? But hold on, let me see what this nigga got. Yeah. Ain't nothing, yo. I'm live. I'll meet you back. What you call it? My friends always throwing my train of thought off. Right? I was saying, you know, I believe her from thinking about like the story I just told y'all. And I know a lot of us fellas out here, we don't have to drug women. That ain't our thing. But we can't disregard the fact that there probably is dudes out there that do that on a regular and think that is cool. Or I don't know if they think that is cool, but they probably take chances in doing that. And I know a lot of us, it wouldn't even fathom to do that. So it may look, for us, we probably like, man, and the nigga Diddy, man, that nigga rich. He got all the money in the world. What do you need to do that for? I'm telling you, some of these dudes, I've been around dudes when they jealous because they can't get the girl. I've been the dude and had the better chick than the nigga with all the money. It was like that with me and Dame all the time. You know what I'm saying? He'd be jealous. He'd be saying to, you know, my chick, yo, why you with Choke? And I'd be like, nigga, don't talk to her like, because I'm handsome, nigga. Fuck you mean, why is she with me? You mad you got a Maybach and I got this baddie on the skateboard, nigga, on a pedal bike? You know, so I know how these dudes be feeling like they be entitled to the baddest chick in the world, but sometimes the baddest chicks don't like them niggas because they know they corny. It don't matter how much money they got. Them niggas is corny with all the money, all the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So you got women that won't that they couldn't get the time of day with. They probably would have to allegedly drug them up. I know plenty of women that don't give a F about how much money and jewelry a nigga got on. She'll talk to that nigga over there and with the gut, the fat nigga, just because he making her laugh. Nigga be all buff for nothing. Nigga be in the club with the tight ass shirt on, like walking around. She over there talking to the nigga with the stomach looking like a keg. And looking like a damn thermos. You could just push his belly button and fill your cup with juice. And she over there. She don't care about how buff you are, nigga. But I think, you know, for me, my mind is open now. Not that it wasn't before, but like I'm not ruling all these people out. And just because it's an overwhelming amount of people, that don't mean nothing. Because let's say if they was doing that shit for 10 years alone, right? Let's just say for 10 years alone, niggas slipped a chick, a Mickey, one chick a month, right? That's 12 chicks a year for 10 years. That's 120 chicks. That's just one a month. Think about niggas going on tour, city to city, city, if that's their thing. So the numbers may sound astronomical, but just say one groupie a month for 10 years. That's 120 groupies. And then they got 30-year run. 30 years. So the number is not, it may seem like a lot, but when you break it down in a simple context, is let's say he just slept with one groupie a month. The nigga been hot for the last 30 years. Because if you do one a month for the 3 years, what's that? 360. That would be 360 right there for 30 years. 360 groupies. Half men, half women. Because allegedly he was doing both. So if it's thousands, it's not far-fetched. When these dudes was hot as hell and going on tour, state to state, they was on 30 city tours at one point. All I know is that girl woke up in her kitchen, don't know how she got home with all her fucking teeth knocked out her mouth. Laying in her own blood. And had that ambulance not got there, she would have died of an overdose. And what they would have said, oh, she was on drugs. And everybody that knew her been like, oh, no, she not on drugs. She didn't do drugs. Well, they was in her system. Like, why would she have horse tranquilizers? Who's taking horse tranquilizers? Sarah, you just love to get blocked, right? You got one more day to get blocked. I'm telling y'all, man. These dudes, I think that became thanks for the super chat. Madazad. I think this became a lifestyle for these industry niggas. Once they figured out it was easy coochie for them, they probably been doing it for decades. But I know it's definitely a thing where you could sell your soul and you'll be going to pray to some statues and devils and humming and there's a lot of homosexuality involved. And this Diddy trial, if it make it to a trial, if these people that's coming out and they saying that they gonna name other people, other celebrities, we're about to see Sodom and Gomorrah in the courtroom. Watch. The stuff that you're gonna hear and see, these sex tapes they talking about they got. I don't know how these other people will have Diddy sex tapes. That's the thing I don't get. Where they talking about they got these tapes with these stills and there's people on there more famous than Diddy. Like, who is more famous than Diddy? A politician? Like, who would be more famous than Diddy? Obama? It's not too many people. Snoop? It's not too many people that would be more famous than Diddy. Trump? Oprah? LeBron? Like, who could it be? We'll know shortly, but you know, I thank God, man, Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha, the sun, everything under the sun, that there's never been a bone in my body that was tempted to want to sell my soul and join a cult or sacrifice my manhood for riches. Because I'm telling y'all, if this trial goes down the way that I believe that it's going to go down, it's going to be so many, that whole boule is going to get exposed. And a lot of y'all such fans, even when it come out of court, y'all still not going to believe it. And if it's one of your favorite celebrities, you're going to say it's AI. You're going to say it's CGI. You're not going to believe it. If they come out and say that, you know, if Usher came and took the stand and said allegedly that he was molested, or Justin Bieber, y'all gonna say, oh, somebody put him up to that. Like, prepare yourself for seeing a world that many of y'all don't think exists. There's going to be so many people that's going to be embarrassed because they've been living this life for so long. And when it come out, it's like, it ain't going to destroy hip hop. it's gonna make hip hop a conversation for a long time. Like we gonna be the talk of the earth for a long time on how this whole culture was operating under demonic forces and homosexuality. And drugs. And if them 1,000 bottles of baby oil is not baby oil and is that liquid coke or got drugs in that shit, you talking about Lord have mercy, bro. You talking about an ill case of sex and drug trafficking? If them bottles got drugs in them, bro, yo. I just seen what you call it. This nigga Buck got locked up too. I don't even know if y'all heard about that. Let me see some. Damn, what's his real name? Oh, here you go. So I don't know if y'all know, but from Entertainment or Biggie's partner on this, his brother Buck that used to always run around with Birdman. Him and he turned himself in the same day that what you call it, Diddy turned himself in the same jail, bro. That's for all y'all that's in the industry that might know Buck, Un's brother. See some. Let's see if let's pull up a picture. But anyway, this dude, he went to jail, and the craziest thing is him, like, man, I would hate to think that Puff was moving drugs all these years, man. That would really, if that come out to find out this dude was drug trafficking, yo, man. And then here's the other thing. Now, oh no. Now Diddy new lawyer don't wants off the case. Oh, the accuser, Adria English, attorney wants off her case. Uh-oh. The ex-porn star accusing Diddy of sex trafficking her at white parties are likely about to be in need of new legal representation because the lawyer handling the case is asking the judge to cut her loose. According to new legal documents obtained by TMC, Adria English attorney Ariel Mitchell Kidd wants to withdraw from the case, claiming Adria is giving her conflicted instructions that make it impossible for her to represent Adria. Oh, this is the chick that was on Piers Morgan. Mitchell Kidd also said there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. She claims that they're irreconcilable. What is this? Oh, irreconcilable differences between them. It says Adria's tone and lack of respect and her continued behavior in self-destructive activities have made it impossible for Mitchell Kidd to continue representing her. I wonder what that's about. As we told you, Adria, a former porn star whose stage name was I'm Unique, filed a police report in Miami in August, detailing many of the same claims against Diddy she laid out in the lawsuit. Let me show y'all a picture of her at the white party. That's the girl that one of the girls in the lawsuit that's getting ready to lose her lawyer. Now Mitchell Kidd wants a clean break from Adria, and she says the case is still early enough in the process to where Adria won't be negatively impacted by getting a new attorney. For his part, Diddy has denied Adria's allegations. A spokesperson for Diddy tells TMZ that less than 3 months after filing her lawsuit against Sean Combs, Adria English has been dropped by both of her attorneys after making completely fabricated statements. In papers filed with the court today, her former attorney cited Miss English's questionable antics and undermined behavior. As we said from the start, anyone can file a lawsuit without proof. And this case is a clear example of that. English escalated things by filing false police reports and making baseless claims using high-profile events as a backdrop to harm innocent people. No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone. Well, I don't knock her lawyer for dropping her because she, what you call it, her lawsuit sounded like BS. If y'all was watching when I read it, I was telling y'all I didn't believe her. And it is clear that it was some BS in her story if she got dropped by 2 lawyers. Thanks again, Matazad. So I just want y'all to more of the fellas, let's pay attention to what's being said here, because it's a whole creep squad out there that's really drugging women, and probably dudes too. Let's wait for more evidence to come out. But I'm telling y'all, man, there's a dark side to this industry. And it is moguls above Diddy that allegedly could be a part of that type of lifestyle. Because I know a chick that was in one of these moguls' houses and was talking reckless. Not talking reckless, but talking free, about their sexuality, and woke up passed out in her home, not knowing how she got home. With all her teeth knocked out of her goddamn mouth, laying in her own blood. And that's like 14 years ago. So if that's 14 years ago, I'm sure she wasn't the first person that happened to. But like Claudia Jordan said, a lot of this stuff ain't coincidence. A lot of this stuff ain't natural causes. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. You see, they gave him a pill of fentanyl. You think that his normal dealer knew what he was giving him? Because if his whole package was the same thing that he gave Rich Homie Quan, it would be a whole bunch of dead people in Georgia. We're about to see something that's going to put a black eye on the culture, but I think it's necessary. It's very necessary. Like, let this flush out all those. Remember, Rick Ross had that song? I think it was Rocco's song. Said I took her out or something. She ain't even know it. I put her Molly in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her to the crib and had a good time, and she ain't even know it. Y'all remember that song? That shit hit different now. We got some sick people out here in the industry. And I really hope that all the people, all the males and the females, they got taken advantage of. I do hope they get their justice. Because there are people out here that are scared. And I seen this girl like run. Like she ran ahead. She ran ahead to so much that I didn't even know where she was at. That's how scared she was. So I can understand. Joke, no joke, man. I'll holler back at y'all. Make sure y'all get that Tonu documentary. My album, Learn from Mistakes, is out right now. Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, all the digital joints. Learn from Mistakes Part 2, about to drop real soon. All right, I'm gonna start sneak previewing that. Some of the songs. All right, got the Halloween joint right now on my Instagram right here at Real Choke No Joke. All right, thanks for all the donations tonight. Got a couple of people I want to shout out. Taekwon, good looking. Much love to Curtis. Trio City in the building. My main man, Paul. Aaron, good looking. Choke no joke. And y'all do know that the Kim Porter book got pulled down. Told y'all it was fake. Y'all gonna start listening to me, man. Joke, man, you need to read the Kim Porter book. It ain't no Kim Porter book. All right. I told y'all what it is. All right. I'm out. I'll holler back to y'all tomorrow, man. One.
Coast, West Coast, put it up. No palm tree, the trees and the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas.
Hit that like, hit that like.
Chicks a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the West, they kick it with Kane. On the east trees, the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap East Coast. When I'm on the West and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzi playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all, let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is. Let's go. Alright. Let's go out to the ladies. I got one for y'all.
First one get it, get the prize. All right.
In my room, pissy or boom, alarm clock banging, big tune. Stuck, forgot, I laid up with Katina. Kick freak shit like Adina, please her. Even when she being a teaser, Eldida. Now they call her Knock-Nita. How I meet her? Oh yeah, Dalila. Had that ass jumping like the fever. Hit it once, real chick won't front. Heard my name in the jungle, went for the hunt. Don't beat around the bush, you scared of thorns. Days you waste, we can get it on. Word bond like James Todd Smith. Doing it in the back of my whip. Who you with like Jigga? Ain't no nigga. Blow your back out like this nigga.
Love is love. Holy crap. It's looking beautiful out here. Water looking a little rough. But I'm here, baby. I'll holler back to y'all in a second. Let me get undressed.
Shanita, I had to eat her at Daddy house where I greet her. She made me shiver, quiver. To this day, a nigga still dig her. A dime after you hit it 5 times. Her by your side, make any nigga shine. Walk with a pack, you know how niggas be acting. Disrespectful and shit like they tough like 10 acting. Take her to the beach, bathing suit sweet like candy. Intoxicating like brandy. Baby, baby, baby. Drives me crazy, makes me lazy to the bone. Play my
see, we here, back in the Hard Rock Cafe. They done turned it up. Look how they doing the dinner tonight. Look at this. It smells so good out here, I'm telling you.
Sinead, make any cat day, okay? No one freak me this way. Had me tied up, my way and lied up. If it was a stick, no way I rise up. Time's up. She said don't move. Suck my lips, said don't fuck up the groove. Blinking crazy, the blindfold move. Smell something sweet across my lips, it move. Here, bite this, tell me what it is. And friend, you can get these skins. Strawberries, untie me in a hurry. Dig you out like you Halle Berry. She said,
Give me what I want.
what's that?
You're gonna give me what I need.
I don't know.
I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey,
what's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
Cause I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey,
what's up?
Can you give me what I want?
What's that?
Can you give me what I need?
I don't know.
Cause I really gotta know.
Let's go, let's go.
Choke, no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's an A thing. Smooth, clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got morning wood and I just bust one. And mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned. Had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Cooch. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her.
Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.